Hey Steve, my name is Steven. Jennifer went ahead and told me to go ahead and shoot this over to you. In this video, I'm going to be sharing 3 things that you can do today to start actually ranking above your competition when it comes to these Google searches when people are searching for your HVAC services in the Greenville area. Now, by the end of this video, you can see that I do have the technical know-how to get this done. You can reach back out if you like and we can chat, or you can just take this information and implement it yourself. So I'm going to dive right in here. The 3 things I'll be covering today are content, citations, and backlinks. Now, content is everything on your website, but we're primarily focused on your homepage here. Now, Google likes to see at least 1,500 words of content on the homepages of these service-based industries such as HVAC. This gives you plenty of opportunity to add in all the buyer intent keywords and keyword phrases that people are searching for when they're searching for your services. So I went ahead and pulled up the #1 competitor here in the Greenville area when it comes to HVAC. This is J&J Mechanical Incorporated, and I threw them into a tool I subscribe to called Ahrefs. This tool pretty much gives me a behind the scenes view of what Google uses to rank websites. So their website is currently being found for 61 keywords, and it was clicked on 278 times in just the past 30 days. I went ahead and threw your website into the same tool here, and your website is currently being found for 7 keywords, and it was clicked on 3 times, and this is just in the past 30 days. So let's go back to our competitor here, and we can actually click on that 61, and that will pull up all 61 of the keywords they're currently being found for. There's only a few that we're really concerned with, like J&J Mechanical, that's branded, so of course we don't want that on your website. But this HVAC Greenville NC, and it's important to have the NC on here, and I'll show you why in a minute. But HVAC Greenville NC, that was searched 150 times, and their site was clicked on 53 times because of it. But this furnace repair Greenville, right? It was searched 300 times, but there's a Greenville in South Carolina as well. And they're ranking #2 for that keyword, but the #1 business that's ranking is actually in South Carolina. So you could have this on your site, so you'll probably get some clicks, but you're going to get some traffic from South Carolina too. So, but the ones with the NC, here's another one, and you can go down the list. HVAC repair NC, another 40 search. So it all starts to add up, right? Air conditioner repair, another 30 search volume. So that's what you want to make sure first. So first, let's go ahead and click on this 7 and see what keywords you're currently being found for. So you got air duct cleaning, Greenville NC. You've got the big one, HVAC. Now, so you do have HVAC Greenville NC, right? So you got one of the big ones, and that's good, but you weren't clicked on. The reason being is you're in position 39, which puts you at the bottom of the 4th page, right? So nobody's going that far down. So I'm going to explain a little bit how to get you up in there. But first thing first, you can use this video as an example if you want. You'd want to go down this list here and grab all the keywords that are relevant for your services, but you want the buyer intent, like AC repair, Greenville. Again, you're going to get some South Carolina traffic there. But especially with like that one, air conditioner, if you don't have it already, put it on your site. If you do, I'm going to show you in a little bit how you can rank for that. So that's it for content. Next thing I'm going to go over what we call citations. Now, when people are searching these terms like HVAC Greenville NC, studies have shown that right around 45% of those people are going to be clicking on one of these businesses here. This section is called the map pack. This right here is your Google business profile. Now, most people are under the impression that it's the reviews, like the amount of reviews in your rating, that are the driving factor to get you ranked into this top 3 map pack. And while it does play a factor, it's not the driving factor. Proximity is like the main factor, right? So you've got to be in or close to the Greenville area. But other than that, a factor that's in your control are what we call citations. Now, a citation is your business's name, address, and phone number on a directory online. Just a couple examples would be Yelp, the Better Business Bureau, Angie, and Thumbtack. Now, it used to be believed that it used to be, and not believed, it was a fact that the businesses with the most citations, or like the business with the most citations, unless their reviews were like total garbage, they would pretty much be guaranteed a spot in the top three. But Google doesn't really work like that these days. In 2025, they don't care so much about the number of citations anymore as they do about the source of those citations. Excuse me. Important to note, there's three, we call them three major data aggregators out there. They're Data Axle, Newstar, and Foursquare. You definitely want to get into those, right? And once you're verified, what those aggregators do is they take your data and they push them automatically to a bunch of other, like hundreds of other apps, um, navigation systems, and directories automatically. And that's definitely what you want. AI actually uses all these different apps and directories to make sure you're a trusted source, and they'll actually start referring you. But other than that, there are 50, like right around 50, we call them core consumer citations, core consumer directories, and you can actually Google these or throw it in AI, and it'll give you the top 50, and you want to get into those citations manually. The aggregators will not push you in there. If you were to do all that, you would actually put yourself in contention for that top 3 spot there. Now, underneath the map pack is Google's organic search results list. And the number 1 spot here should be JJ Mechanical, but I've been in here clicking around and it's kind of messed up the order. So just keep that in mind. But the number 1 spot will capture right around 40% of all the clicks. So the map pack, it's 45% split in between these three. This is 40% all by itself. And the main driver here are backlinks. Now, backlinks, it's essentially when you have other websites on the internet that have a link on their site somewhere that when it's clicked, it leads back to your website. Now, Google uses these backlinks as like an online referral system. And the more relevant that website is, it's linking back to you, the more relevant it is to your industry, the more trusted it is with Google, the more traffic it gets, all the better for you guys. So, for example, say you have a local blog page over there in the Greenville area, or a popular industry related site that can be anywhere, and you have backlinks from them. That's what's actually going to help push your website up in these rankings. But since you guys are an HVAC company, say you have like a website like Pizza Hut linking back to you. Pizza Hut is very popular, gets a lot of traffic, has built a lot of trust with Google over the years, but it's not going to do you any good because you guys don't sell pizza or have anything to do with pizza. So let's revisit your competitor here. And in this tool, I want to pay attention to this section right here called the backlink profile. So to be clear, it's through your content, primarily your keywords, that you are found, that Google finds you for what people are searching for. But now that they find you, they got to determine where they're going to place you on this list. And to make this determination, it's all dependent on your backlinks. So currently, the main competitor here has 253 backlinks coming from a total of 100 other websites. They call them referring domains in here. So let's take a look at your backlink profile. Let's go back to your overview. And you currently have 204 backlinks coming from a total of 69 other websites. So you're not too far behind them as far as numbers, but just like those citations, it's not so much about the number as it is about the source of those citations, how relevant they are and how trusted they are through Google, right? So what we're interested, let's go back to our competitor. We're interested not so much in the backlinks themselves, but where they're getting them from, because that's what's pushing them power and getting them pushed up in those rankings is the source. So we can actually click on that 100, and that will bring up all 100 websites they're currently getting backlinks from. So it would be beneficial to go down this list, all 3 pages, and make sure the ones you don't have backlinks from, you get backlinks from, right? You're going to notice right off the bat, though, that these top 5 to 10 are actually directories as well. So some of these directories you get a twofer, right? They act as they act as backlinks and directories. So they help you in a citation for the maps and for your Google organic results listing. So, but if you were to do that with all these websites, assuming at this point your content and your keywords are on point, you would actually put yourself in position to get, fight. You put yourself in contention for the number one spot. Now, what would really put you over the top, and it would take some time, is if you did this with the top 3 to 5 websites here with those backlinks. That would eventually put you over the top, and you would end up taking over all that traffic, right? So you can imagine if you take off, if you end up getting 270 clicks to your website, not to mention the unknown clicks that the map pack gets, what that would do for your business, right? So let's go ahead and recap. First thing is going to be content. You want at least 1,500 words on your homepage with the right keywords and the right amount of a lot of those keywords. Second are citations. First off, you want to be in those 3 major data aggregators, Data Axle, Newstar, and Foursquare, and then go ahead and Google those top 50 core consumer citations. Make sure you're in those as well, right? And then lastly are backlinks, meaning you need more relevant websites linking back to your site to show Greenville or to show Google that you are the authority when it comes to HVAC companies in and around the Greenville area. Now, like I said at the beginning of this video, you can take this information and implement it yourself, or you can book a discovery call with me. My name is Steven. I live right here in North Carolina. You can reply back to this email, or you can give me a call at 910-551-2006. Other than that, I hope you have a good rest of your day, Steve, and thank Jennifer for allowing me to make this video and send it to you. Have a good Christmas if I don't hear from you. Bye-bye.